Hello and welcome back to an episode of Marvel Mad and Marvel Mad Review. Now this week we're in the middle of Halloween week, so what better thing to watch and review than none other than Marvel's special presentation of Werewolf by Night. And this one is a little darker, a little bloodier, and a tiny bit little hairier, and it's just so good in that lot. How they presented this in like the heavily inspired 1930s sort of 1940s black and white style, the proper old like classic monster movie energy was just spectacular. Like, the style, the sound and the tone just instantly pulls you into this that lot. And if you've not gone back and watched Werewolf by Night, it's Marvel's like proper first real forte into like the darker horror sort of side of the MCU, and like the old journey into mystery comics. This is well up your alley in that lot, and it is well worth going to watch that lot. It is just absolutely amazing that lot, and I wish Marvel did more of stuff like this because I loved it, absolutely loved it that lot. So let's set up the story in that lot. A group of monster hunters have all gathered round together at this spooky old estate where they're honouring their fallen leader, and as a weird sort of send-off, they're all thrown into this deadly competition to claim the powerful Bloodstone relic. It is brutal, intense, and the moment that Bloodstone shines red and it just pings right in the backdrop of everything being black and white, that lot, it is just magnificent. Just having these little moments of colour throughout this whole like, hour special presentation just works that lot. It makes the colour stand out so much more that lot. It's just amazing that lot. And even before that, the special 90s 30s sort of 1940s like Marvel intro where the monsters ripping up and that lot, and it's just like the Werewolf by Night and the old sort of writing, just so good in that lot. And having it all being black and white as well in that lot, just that old school horror vibes that lot. Swear to God. Try again. Yeah, being that old school horror, like proper black and white vibes, like horror. Fuck off. Being in that black and white style from the early 1930s and 40s, it just hits. It just shows you that Marvel can go that bit bloody and bit brutal. It's because it's been in all black and white and like it sort of hides all the gore in that lot, and it just worked. The visuals in this was just outstanding that lot, and I just loved it. Like in one scene, the whole going off hunting the monster, and like one of the hunters chops his other hunter's arm off, and like the fighting, he's got like a little not shotgun but crossbow thing in his hand, and he shoots him and he kills himself. Well, not kills himself, but takes out the guard with using his own hand. It's daft, but it's like so cool as well at the same time in that lot. I just loved it, absolutely loved it that lot. And like one of the biggest surprises in this that lot is the monster that they've been set out in this maze to go and fight turns out to be Man-Thing. Now you don't really see Man-Thing in much these days in that lot, and again proper like call back to the journeys and mystery sort of horror vibes they had with him and that lot, and it just looks so good in that lot. And when I know he's not on screen much, but when he is, just looks amazing that lot, and he just sort of steals them scenes, which I love. And like he's got his own special language, and as they're talking you find out his name's Ted as well. That's just daft, but I loved it as well sort of thing. It's just really funny and comical in that lot. And then one of the really cool scenes in that lot, and it leads up to one of the best scenes in this, is first Jack Russell's transformation into the werewolf in that lot. That whole sequence was just so beautiful in that lot, and they did it such in a old school clever way in that lot, using all the shadows and flashes of light in that lot. It's like proper practical magic, and I just loved it sort of thing. And then it leads up to this hallway fight scene where there's like blood spratting on the camera lens, and he's like diving into these guards, ripping them apart that lot, and you can feel Jake's rage and power and chaos, and it's classic movie monster mayhem, and I loved it. Absolutely one of the best scenes in this special adaptation, that lot. And that whole sort of final fight where he breaks out of the cage, that lot, and Jake and Elsa Bloodstone like team up to take out the hunters and guards and everything. It's just awesome, that lot. The choreography, the pacing, it just works so smoothly and brilliantly together, that lot. And like the Man-Thing comes back to save his friend, the werewolf, and seeing him like just obliterate Elsa's stepmom, using that power to like dissolve him and everything, was just so cool. And it's sort of that moment like, yeah, just get her sort of thing. She's doing my nutting, but it worked, and it was like a perfect, beautiful payoff. And it's just so good. And then at the end as well, it's such a like world shift from all black and white, everything, that sort of thing, and it goes into like morning and dusk and that lot, and dawn, sorry, and it goes to full colour. It's like Man-Thing and Jake Russell all sat by this fire and that lot, and it's just so cool to see. Well, first you see Elsa sat in the chair, and it shows a red coat, and then it sort of transitions and lets all like the colour bleed in. Such a brilliant thing to do in that lot, and it just worked so. It was like eerily peaceful and beautiful, and it was so good in that lot, honestly. And I gotta get a quick shout out because I was going to do another review on this particular thing, but I didn't think it was fair, so I thought I'd add it onto this one. But they later released a version of Werewolf by Night in colour, and it gives a totally different sort of feeling to the film. Like visually, it's stunning, and seeing all the action, the gore, like the transformations, Man-Thing's powers being used, like the maze, like all the outfits are wearing, seeing it all in colour just gives it a totally different vibe in that lot. And for me, I still prefer it in black and white. I think the black and white one just fits it more perfectly. But I wanted to see it all in colour as well in that lot, just to see what it'd be like. And it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful in that lot, and it's just so nice. It really is so nice like that. It shows you how much detail, even though they were originally done for black and white, the detail they had for it being in colour as well, brilliant, absolutely brilliant that lot. But what do you think of Werewolf by Night that lot? Did you like it in black and white, or did you like it in colour in that lot? But what do you think of how it was portrayed? For me, one of the boldest, most unique projects they've done, and I wish they'd do more of it, sort of thing. Like with the whole heart of monsters and mystery and kill athletic and everything a lot. I think it was just brilliant. But again, what do you think a lot? Have you watched Werewolf by Night? If not, I'd definitely go and check it out. Both of them, definitely check both of them out. That lot. Have the lovely rest of the Halloween week, that lot, and we'll see you all next time on an episode on Marvel Man. Thanks a lot, guys, and see you soon.